Well, it's another glorious day, and I'm just out here in the bush again just to see. I couldn't do any winching stuff yesterday. It was a bit dry where I was, so I'm in a bit of a wetter place, I suppose, and I'm going to go to a track that I previously pulled somebody out of a few months back, and see if I can get the old winch out and have a go. There's a couple of things that I usually use when I'm pulling people out, or even myself, and I'm a big fan of bridles. So I've got this bridle here, and you can see it's got a great for axles, round axles and so forth. And if you don't have any proper toe points on your car, don't rely on those screw and bloody toe eye pieces of rubbish, because they're no good. So I'm a big fan of bridles, and I'll show you how these work a little bit later on. So I've got that one there, which is a soft strap. I've also got a chain one that I've had made up. And bridles are great if you want to winch off a couple of trees. When you're on a narrow track, there's nothing worse than being on a narrow track and you're trying to winch off a tree that's off to the side, to the left or the right. It's actually no good for your rope, and it's no good for your winch either. So I'm a big fan of these, and I'll go into a bit more detail a bit later on. But in the meantime, let's go and have a look around. Just a totally awesome day, as I previously mentioned, and I really can't think of a better way than, spending it out in the bush. My 15-year-old will be spewing that he's not here with me, but I'll try and save some muddy stuff for him next time he's down. Perfect chance to explain my thing there. You can see I've been caught up on the bar there, or not just on the tow bar, but on the bar of the bar. So I'll come back over here, and I'm lucky that my freewheel on my winch is on top, and I can reach it. Right. So we come here, and so you can see essentially what I've done. So I've got two tree huggers, because I don't want to winch off to the side. So I've got two tree huggers there linked up to a bridle that I had made, and then that will give me a straight pull straight onto from the winch itself. Of course, I've got the dampener that I'll put on there very shortly, but this is going to give me a straight line pull, and should pull me straight out. So stay tuned and let's see how much fun we have. So while I'm winching, I've just got my foot lightly on the accelerator, just so the wheels are turning to assist the winch while it's pulling me out, but not turning fast enough that it's actually going to dig me in. It did get quite soft there on the left hand side, and yeah, the last thing I want to do is actually dig myself into a bigger hole. So this is a case of slow and steady wins the race. So I'm just letting the car drain out a little bit before I continue on, but the important thing to remember there is I've gone in there completely unprepared and got myself stuck, which is what many of us do when we come out here. So really what I should have done was had my winch out ready to go, had all my gear out ready to go, and I would have been out a lot faster, and I probably wouldn't have got any water in the car, or as much that I did. So, but that illustrates a couple of good points there. How fast you can get stuff done when you really want to, that's the most important one. Using the 2 tree huggers with a bridle so you can pull out on a central point, and I pulled out quite easily, all things considered. It was a bit soft there when I got towards the middle, and then I've started to come out. So yeah, have the right gear. I purposely didn't check to see how deep it was because I wanted to get myself stuck, and I wanted to see how all this was going to work for me. And really, despite a bit of water in the car, it actually worked really well. Down that rut. Second low, and away we go. Well, that was pretty cool. So my job is to not get stuck and to pull people out who have got stuck. So that was pretty cool, putting myself in that situation. And then this time I've had the winch. I couldn't get my tree hugger, so I had to wrap the cable around the tree, unfortunately. But I've used a single line pull this time because the tree I had was in the direction of where I wanted to go, obviously. And I was able to pull myself out. But yeah, it just goes to show that really, having the right gear and being prepared, having the winch out, all that kind of stuff just makes a hell of a difference. So we'll just pack this up and we'll keep on going. We're all good now. Well, hopefully. We'll see how many more puddles we've got to negotiate, but yeah, that was fun. That was good fun. Because I was out and about on my own today, I just come across this fairly decent sized rut that I just wanted to check out and make 200% sure I was going to be able to get around it without sliding into it and causing any damage to my car. So and once I did that, I was able to move forward and keep going and keep enjoying the day. There we go. Now we've got movement. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You can do this. Wow. Wow. So I've had a really awesome day here today. It hasn't been about, who does what better, or, there's all sorts of experts out there. Um, but I've just done things today that have sort of worked for me, from the bridle winching technique, using your two tree huggers, and then of course just using a single one when necessary. Got myself pretty stuck on that puddle, but all in all, it's just been a fantastic day, fantastic weather, and look, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it. The mighty Ranger here is due for a good clean. I think all the water's leaked out of it now, which is good, and we'll see how we go. But I really liked it. Look, all you need to do is just follow the basics, have some basic gear, and just go out and enjoy yourself. And it doesn't matter, how many times you need to get out of the vehicle to check something. Get out and check it. It's better than getting yourself stuck. But if you do get yourself stuck, phone the number on the bottom of my door there, and I'll gladly come out and get you. So hope you guys have had an awesome weekend, and I'll see you again next time.